Let's get right to the action. And the Nittany Lions will kick this away to start us off. Bringing it out, it's Manning. Tackle at the 13, not in great field position to start the drive. So the Maryland Terrapins offense is going to get the chance to start this game off. Here we go, Kirk. All the emotion in this stadium. Which side is going to handle that better today?
Chris, we had a chance to visit both these teams, and one of the things that we saw, the clock's ticking down all year for this game, this day. Now they get their chance.
Sure hands. It's Smith. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings, but we expect tight competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. Back to throw. It's Washington. Grab down the middle. It's Webb. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first. Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Grab behind the line. It's Manning. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage. Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
And the Terrapins will line up on 1st and 10. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Breaks into the clear. Past the 10. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Terrapins. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start, to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. And Kirk, this is going to be fun. One of the best edge matchups we're going to see all season long. Elite wide receiver, elite corner, both competitive guys ready to go at each other.
And you know this corner, we had a chance to visit with him this week. He wants to be on an island against one of the best receivers in the country. And he's going to get that chance today to have a chance to showcase that he, in fact, is the top corner in college football.
Breaks a tackle on the play, makes a decent gain. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive moving. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills in summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
Important second down play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Caught by the receiver. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, this is why you get the ball out there to your playmakers, not just catching the pass, but also being prepared to do something with the football once you have it in your hands, and he shows he's got that ability here.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit, swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Looking for a deep completion. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. A catch and run by the big tight end. What a weapon this guy is.
Somebody had to bust an assignment on this touchdown. There's no way you let a guy get that open unless the defender either gets injured or he blew an assignment. That was too easy for the offense for that touchdown.
And now the try here for the extra point. The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. Maryland offense is back out on the field now. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. Breaks free. The Wildcat picks up a solid game, but they're still short of the first.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. There's a 1st and 10 play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. Let's take a quick pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. To the air, it's Washington. The sure hand, it's Smith. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but you have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Here's the 2nd down play. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Over the middle, it's Webb. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain.
Looking to throw it again. Makes a quick catch. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a 1st down in the red zone.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Pointer in the end zone. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Maryland.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Lining up to try the extra point. PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Grab down the middle. It's Martin. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and to keep him short of the first down.
Third down after that running play. Hurricane work with a sweep. Did not get there, and now it's going to bring up 4th down and 1. Nittany Lions will line up to kick it away. That's the first punt of the afternoon for this offense. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the returner will be brought down. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Looking downfield. It's Washington. Punt over the middle. It's Smith. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. The Terrapins hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Grab down the middle. It's Webb. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense,
he cannot escape. It's a sack. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Nice grab. It's Webb. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. To start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. They bring him down after a short gain there. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught in the backfield. It's Martin. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Quick completion to the tight end. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. 1st down and goal. Can the defense force a field goal and keep the lead at halftime? Ball handed off. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
That's how you close a half off for this offense, leaning on the run game to get into the end zone and setting yourself up to go into half all tied up. What a game we have here.
Point after, up and good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. To throw, it's Washington. The throw complete to the running back underneath. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Catch made by the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Webb. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking downfield near the end zone. And it falls incomplete. One final shot as the quarter expires. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun 1st half between these rivals. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best 1st half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity. And the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Terrapins will kick this away to start the 2nd half. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the 3rd quarter going. He keeps it on the design run. Only a short gain in that run. Defense able to pen him in. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Snags the quick throw. Makes the defender miss. He has 1st down yardage at the 46. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Wide open downfield.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Receiver makes the catch. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Play action fake. Looking to throw. QB to the tight end for a completion. So now from the 27, the offense faces a third and short. How aggressive will they play it? They try to sneak it for the first. And he is denied on 3rd and 1. Great defense.
Well, I just thought that would be a foregone conclusion. 3rd down in inches, no problem. Quarterback sneak, first down. No. The defensive line holds their point of attack and pushes him. It looked like no gain to me. It'll be 4th down in inches.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And with that, they regain the lead.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Maryland offense is back out on the field now. Scanning the field. It's Washington. Pulls it in. It's Smith. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. Thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
Quarterback still with the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's just exactly how you coach it from a defensive standpoint. You string the quarterback out to the outside, make him indecisive. By the time he makes a decision, the rest of the defense is coming in. Nice tackle for a loss.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. And the Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. That'll pick up a first down out at the 37.
And the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. Now it's 2nd down here. Looking for some space. It's Smith.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs. The Terrapins will try to keep this drive moving. That's caught. It's Smith. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Back to throw. It's Washington. Oh, the pass is picked off. He could go.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Man heads out of bounds after a decent game. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Important third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That's caught. It's Martin. Stop right there at the line. No gain. The Nittany Lions will send the punt team onto the field. The punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Scanning the field, it's Washington. Punt over the middle, it's Webb. Stop at the 36, that's good enough to move the sticks.
This is all you can hope for, really. The defense does their job. You get the offense back out in the field. It's a one-possession game. It's up to this quarterback and this offense to deliver, and they're off to a good start here.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44. And the Terrapins come to the line to run the hurry-up.
That's a really good run by this offense. And, Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
And test the middle and get stuffed. That is just not open for business today. An important third down attempt for this offense. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's fourth down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to...
Looking deep down the left side. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point you're going to start putting those into play?
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Fires it to the wideout. Picked off, a crucial turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking?
Looking for a man deep on the right side. That ball's incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted, take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
And this pass is caught.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Well, trailing in the game like this, the offense really needed this conversion, and they got it. Let's see if they can build on some momentum after that.
Grab down the middle. It's Smith.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to chuck it again. Caught near the sticks. It's Webb. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down.
Chris, you're only down one possession. This quarterback hasn't had the greatest of days, but I'll tell you what, a play like that, maybe it helps him start to string together a few in a row.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Makes the catch. It's Smith. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down. The Terrapins line up on 1st and 10 now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Webb. It's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. To throw, it's Washington. Caught near the goal line. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. Now they're going to hustle to the line and get set. Moves out of the pocket. He just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down.
Yeah, I think that's a smart play. Goal to go is tricky when you're trying to throw it in there, and if it's not there, throw it away and live for the next down.
QB keeper all the way. Touchdown, Terrapins. They have taken the lead with time running down.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go.
And with time a factor here late in the game, he'll just take a knee and they'll start the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They're going to run it here. He shreds the tackle. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Martin. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick throw testing the middle. Oh, what a grab! He'd be brought down at the 46. Good enough for a first down. And the offense takes timeout with 26 seconds remaining. Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Looking to throw it on first down. He's got a man down the middle. And the offense will spend a timeout, stopping the clock with 22 seconds remaining.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Lets it go quickly. He makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Second down, we're going to throw it. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
And a great game comes down to this. Time for one final play, and they've got to get it in the end zone for the score with a shot to win the game.
And that's it. The game will end on one last incompletion. Well, the experts will say, Kirk, this was an upset, but it felt like a really even matchup. Two quality teams battling right down to the end. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, what a game. This is really what you love about college football. Good against good. Find out who ends up having the upper hand at the end of the day. This is a great victory for this ball club. Let's see what they do after this win.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.